Now ready to begin 5.3.8 quiz 2-step word problems. Please make sure that you have a piece of scratch paper, or you can use the little notepad up here to do your work. Mrs. Reynolds has $153. She buys a bicycle for $105. Then she finds $20 at the bottom of her purse. How much money does she have now? You can use these bar diagrams to help you. So, she had $153, that was our total. We need to subtract 105, which is how much she spent on the bicycle. And then when you get your answer from here, you need to add that $20 that she found in her purse, and you're going to type your answer right into this box here. Amy counts butterflies for a science project. She wants to know how many more butterflies she saw this month than in the past 4 months. First, she adds the number of butterflies she saw in the past 4 months. She calls this number B. What should Amy do next? Should she A, subtract B from the number of butterflies she saw this month, B, add B to the number of butterflies she saw this month, or C, multiply B by 4? Three friends share 6 pounds of grapes equally. Each pound has 40 grapes. How many grapes does each friend get? Well, the first thing you need to figure out is how many grapes we have total. So there's 6 pounds and there's 40 grapes in each pound. So we need to do a multiplication problem that looks like this: 40 times 6 to find your total of grapes. Once you find your total of grapes here, then you need to take that number and we need to divide it by 3. You could do that by doing a tape diagram and doing fair share. If you're not really sure, because it's going to come out to be a 3-digit number here, so if you don't remember how to standard algorithm divide, you can do a fair share. And once you get that amount, it will either be A, 20 grapes, B, 60 grapes, or D, 90 grapes. Maya sells candles to her 5 neighbors. Each neighbor buys 2 boxes of candles. There are 6 candles in each box. What is the total number of candles that all of her neighbors will get? For this one, I drew a picture here. You can see right here, here's 1 neighbor, 2 neighbor, 3 neighbor, 4 neighbor, and 5 neighbors. And they said each will get 2 boxes. Well, there's 6 in 1 box, so that means there's 12 if they get 2 boxes. So there's 12 in this with this neighbor. So we need to give this neighbor 12, and this neighbor 12, and this neighbor 12, and this neighbor 12, and then we need to get our total. So is our total A, 16 candles, B, 30 candles, or D, 60 candles? Sarah has 13 stickers. Sissy has 28 stickers. Sissy divides her stickers into 4 equal groups. She gives 1 group to Sarah. How many stickers does Sarah have now? Let S equal stickers Sarah has now. Select numbers from the drop-down menus to complete the equations to solve. So I'm going to start you out here. Sissy has 28, and she divides it by 4. Then we have the amount of stickers over here that Sarah has. Now when we do 28 divided by 4, if you remember your 7 song, we get 7. Then we need to bring down this 13. So our final equation is 7 plus 13, and you need to choose your answer in this drop-down box. A candy store buys 8 cartons of milk for $24 or 7 cartons of milk for $28. How much less does each carton of milk cost if the store buys 8 cartons instead of 7 cartons? So again, I made a picture here. We need to figure out how many for 8 cartons and how many for 7. So we need to do 24 divided by 8. You could fair share if you're not sure what that answer is. And we need to do 28 divided by 7. You could fair share to figure out that answer. And then once you get your answer, you just subtract. So is it A, $1 less, B, $2 less, or C, $3 less? In a basketball game, Shauna made 8 baskets, each worth 3 points. Daryl made the same number of points in the game, but only made baskets worth 2 points. How many baskets did Daryl make? So we are going to have an equation that looks like this. First, we need to figure out how many points Shauna made. So if we do 8 times 3, we get her amount of points. Daryl made the same amount of points, but he only made 2-point shots. So you're going to take what you got from Shauna, how many she made. We're going to bring it over here. Then we need to divide that by 2. You could fair share that into 2 groups if you wanted to, and then get your answer. So is it A, 6 baskets, D, 9 baskets, or C, 12 baskets? Kathy works at a restaurant. On Monday, she served 9 tables with 6 people at each table. On Tuesday, she served 86 people. She wants to know how many more people she served on Tuesday than on Monday. Select the correct operations from the drop-down menu to represent this problem using equations. So her first step would be do 9 plus 6, 9 minus 6, 9 times 6, or 9 divided by 6. And then our second step would we do 86 plus 54, 86 minus 54, 86 times 54, or 86 divided by 54. Roger has 120 peanuts. He saves 48 for himself. He divides the rest equally among 8 friends. He wants to find how many peanuts each friend gets. Which equation should he use? Select all that apply. So this is a 2-step, so you're going to need to choose 2 equations. So first, Roger has 120 peanuts and he saves 48 for himself. So 120 is going to be the beginning number of one of our equations, and then if he saved 48 for himself, we need to see, is he adding 48 or is he subtracting 48? So your first equation is going to be either B or E. Then it says he divides the rest equally among his friends. So once you get your answer, either B or E, then you need to select the next equation that would answer the question. Remember, now you need to log into the 5.3.8 quiz, use your scratch paper, and plug in your answers that you've come up with.